We're given this equation here, and we're asked to solve it. And this one is a rational equation, so we're going to try to find out what the value of n is. In order to do that, this one's set up as a proportion. The easiest way to do this one is just to cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply this 2 times this quantity n plus 5. Then I'm going to multiply this n times the quantity n minus 1. So let's do that now. 2 times n gives me 2n. 2 times 5 gives me 10. Over here I've got n times n gives me n squared. N times negative 1 is just negative n. All right, so with this one, now what I need to do is I've got a quadratic expression on this side and some other parts on this other side. In order to solve these, what we need to do is set them equal to 0. In other words, we've got to get everything on one side, and so that this side, or it doesn't matter really what side, but this side is the one that we're going to do will equal 0. So in order to do that, I've got to get rid of this 2n. So I'll subtract 2n from both sides, and then negative n minus 2n gives me negative 3n. Now I need to move this 10 over, so I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. That gives me n squared minus 3n minus 10. Now on this one we can plug it into the quadratic formula and obtain our answers. This one I can see real quickly that we can factor this one, so I'm just going to factor this one. Two numbers that multiply together to give me negative 10, but add together to give me negative 3 would be negative 5 and positive 2. So it's an n plus 2 times n minus 5. These two are equivalent here. Now that I've got this, I'm going to set each one of these equations equal to 0. I'm going to go n plus 2 equals 0, as well as n minus 5 equals 0. Now I'm just going to solve each one of them. I subtract 2 from both sides. I find out that n equals negative 2. On the n minus 5 one, I'm going to add 5 to both sides. I find out that n equals 5. Now, I have to be conscious of the fact that I may get an extraneous solution, so I have to plug both of these two back in to this equation. If they equal each other, they work. In this case, both of these two do work when we plug them back in. So these both are your answers. The answers are negative 2 and 5.